Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Yoga Tuesdays with Kasey. Kasey, thanks for being with us and for leading us, and excited to have this again. So this is part of our Brave Days for Mental Health Month campaign. I think if you're here with us live, please tell us where you're joining us from in the chat. We'd love to hear, and let us know if our sound is okay. And Kasey, tell us about what we're going to do today.
Yes. Okay. I'm looking at a little cheat sheet on my phone, but thank you so much for having me. As always, it's always an honor and a pleasure to do this with you. We today are going to practice how you can dedicate your practice, your yoga practice, even your meditation practice to someone else, for someone else. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that before we then begin to flow. Back probably around the summer, we practiced a Tibetan meditation called lengthen, which is giving and receiving. And that's more of a meditation where you focus in on one particular person or one group of individuals that are experiencing some sort of pain or trauma, and you try to you try to take their pain and then send them your love. And it's a focused meditation. This is something that people do typically in a yoga class and yoga practice where I don't know many of you, I know Jen that you used to go to yoga regularly when we could, and hopefully that speeds back up. But at the beginning of a practice, usually a teacher will always ask you to set your intention for your practice, right?
Yep.
And I believe an intention to be a conversation between you and a power greater than yourself. So some people use the term God, some people use the term love, whatever your term is of that power that's greater than yourself, universe, whatever. It's a conversation, a prayer, a request, a wish, a dream, those are some things that you can do. Oftentimes, and I did this on a class I taught on Mother's Day, I did a collective, a group intention for us all to dedicate our practice to a person that nurtured them like a mother. So it could have been their own mother, it could have been a grandmother, it could have been a grandfather. I mean, it's different for everyone who your mother tends to be that person, but then there's a lot of people who it wasn't their mother, it was somebody else, or it could have been a teacher. It also could be your mother and a teacher, So today what I wanted to do was walk everybody through a sequence of postures, which we call sun salutations, and teach you how you can dedicate your practice or set your intention for another person. You can also do it for healing. One time I did a class and led a class for a friend of mine's husband who was really sick. And so I asked every single person in that room that day to dedicate their practice to this specific person, and that they would begin to feel healing in whatever capacity your greater power wants that person to heal. So it's a very profound practice. It's something that you don't necessarily see the benefits from. You may never see the benefits from them, but it's what I like, why I do it is, when you say you're going to pray for somebody or you're going to do something for someone and you're going to try to, there's no action in the prayer, even though it is an action, it sometimes doesn't feel as if there's much physical action with it. You wish you could do more.
Yeah.
I will do a morning practice. I'll light a candle, and then I'll do sun salutations in honor of the person, the group, whatever I'm doing. Okay. So I wanted to go through that, and I thought, you know what, this is a good time to do it for Mental Health Month. So that will be our group intention.
Okay, I love it.
Okay.
All right.
So do we have any? Yeah.
We have a
Okay.
couple people joining us,
Good.
so if you want to flow with us, you're welcome to, or you can just follow along and listen, and the replay will be available afterwards, so feel free to just enjoy a little instruction and then come back to it whenever you want. So, and I'm wearing our Brave the Storm 2021 tank top. There's a button down here if you want to join the virtual 5K. You can walk it, you can run it, you can swim or bike, whatever you want to do. Registration information is in this link where you can order a shirt if you'd like to, but if you want to just register for the event, if Katie's here, if she wants to drop a link in the chat, it's on our events page, and it's going to be a great celebration in 1 month. So I thought I'd wear the shirt in honor of that. So
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to get mine.
So I guess I'll make myself full screen, Case, and then feel free to start
Perfect.
instructing.
Perfect. So for those of you who are practicing with us right now, and for those of you that will virtually practice with us later, you don't necessarily need a mat for this even. Like you could actually do this in your office when you have a lunch break, something like that. I want people to know how accessible it is. But Jen actually does have a mat. Mm-hmm. And I will be cueing Jen to set her intention. So for at the very beginning, Jen, I want you to come into the middle of your mat on your knees. So almost as if, there you go. Mm-hmm. And you can sit back. If that's not comfortable for people, sometimes you can grab a pillow, a bolster, and you can kind of put it underneath your seat. But I do want you to be comfortable in that posture. Okay. So there you are. I want you to begin to close your eyes. And I want you to roll your shoulders up, back, down, and around several times in one direction. And then several times in the opposite direction. Now, I want you to begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Don't change it, just become aware of it. Now begin to lengthen your inhalations, make them a bit longer. And lengthen your exhalations. Now bring your awareness to your heart and bring your hands to prayer position right at your heart, to where your thumbs are almost sitting right where the heart is. And continue those long inhales and those long exhales. Now together, we are going to begin to set our intention for our practice. Our intention is to dedicate our spiritual, our physical, and our mental movements to those who have experienced mental health issues. And to those who have fought the battle and continue to fight the battle of living with depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, eating disorders, PTSD, suicidal ideation. We dedicate our movements, our physical, our spiritual, and our mental movements, this practice, to all of those individuals who continue the fight. We offer them our strength, our courage, our wisdom, and our love. And we know that through this practice, they will in some way, shape, or form experience a miracle. That they will experience relief. That they will experience a moment of peace and rest. That through our movement and our intention, that we know that we have the power to send out healing energy into this world. Now bring your thumbs to your third eye point, the point in between your brow, the point of your intuition. We ask that our intuition guide us and protect us as we do this work. Now take a deep breath in through the nose. Open up the mouth and let it go. And then slowly begin to stand and come to the top of your mat, the front of your mat, or towel, or wherever it is that you might be. Now firmly root your feet down and truly feel grounded. Try to maybe even pick them up and place them back down to where you feel a deep connection to the mat. And then knowing that underneath the mat, underneath the ground is earth. There is always some earth underneath there, some soil for you to root yourself in to divine love and strength and wisdom and courage. Now take a deep breath in, and as you do that, reach your arms up above your head, all the way up, and then slowly begin to lower and hinge from your hips, lowering the hands all the way down to your mat. Placing your hands onto your mat, step back to a plank position, a high push-up. And as you're there, I want you to think of your physical strength right now, from the tips of your fingertips all the way to your toes, and begin to engage your abdomen so you can protect your low back and fire up your legs, meaning you might even want to press the heels back just a tiny bit, firing up the legs so you can truly feel that strength. And as you're here, I want you to close your eyes, and on the next inhale and exhale that I cue you, I want you to send out your divine strength to those individuals. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out, and as you exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Good. Now inhale and lift up through your heart to upward facing dog. And slowly begin to exhale and press yourself back, either through a table first, then to downward facing, or directly to downward facing as Jen did. Take a few breaths here. Knowing that with each breath, with each inhale, with each exhale, you are sending out that loving energy to anyone in the world that is experiencing mental health issues. Now begin to step forward to the front of your mat, or even a little bit of a hop. Here, I want you to take your arms and reach them back behind the back and interlace your fingertips. Let your head and your neck become heavier and begin to rinse and release any tension or stress that abides there. And now slowly begin to bring your hands to your shins, releasing the hands, bring them to your shins, lift yourself up halfway, flat back, good. And then fold forward. Now root down through the soles of the feet and then reach the arms wide, open up, take up space, and then slowly bring your hands down in front of your heart center. Prayer, pause. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up above the head. And exhale and fold forward. Place the hands onto your mat and step back to plank. And now engage the muscles, protect the low back. I want you to consciously send out divine courage. On the exhalation, slowly lower down all the way onto the belly. Inhale, lift up through the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And then slowly begin to walk forward or a little hop forward. Reach the arms back behind, interlace the fingertips, rinse out the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And now release the hands to your shins, lift yourself up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Root down through the soles of your feet, and then reach up, own that space, wide, open it up, there you go. Hands come to prayer in front of your heart center and pause. Inhale, reach the arms up above. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands onto your mat, step back to plank. Engage the muscles, protect your low back. And we're going to send out our divine wisdom. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up through the heart, send out that love, that wisdom. And then slowly begin to make your way downward facing dog, pausing for a breath or two. Now come forward to the front of your mat. Reach the arms back behind, interlace your fingertips. Rinse out any tension, any stress. Slowly release the hands to your shins, lift yourself up halfway. Engage the core here, protecting your back. Fold forward, root down through the soles of your feet and rise up, reach the arms all the way up. Hands to prayer in front of your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands onto the ground, step yourself back, plank. Engage, protect your low back. Divine love, the most powerful gift and tool that we have. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release it out. And slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. Open up the mouth, sigh it out. And now slowly lower yourself down to child's pose. Spread the fingertips wide. And now bring your hands to prayer out in front. Yep. And then you're going to bend the elbows and bring your thumbs almost to your, there you go, right to the small of your neck. Closing the eyes, deepen your breath and lengthen your breath. Now take a few moments here, moments to set your own intention within our group intention for those who are experiencing and suffering through mental health issues. You can honor someone that you love and know. Take a few moments, a few breaths, forming your own words, your mind. And now slowly release your hands back to the mat, stretching them out in front of you. And then flip the hands so that the palms are facing up into the receiving posture. And know that in giving selflessly and for a divine purpose, you will receive what you need as well. And now slowly press yourself back up to the posture when you were on your knees, how we began our practice. Bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. A deep breath in, a deep breath out. And bring your thumbs to your third eye point. May those who we've set our practice and our intention for, may they feel our love, our courage, our wisdom, and our strength. May they feel it on a very, very deep level. And we take a moment of gratitude for our privilege to be able to practice, our privilege to be able to do this type of work. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Namaste.
Namaste. That was beautiful, Case. Let me see if I can get our screens back together here. Up, and then I did that.
Ooh, I got big.
Let's see if I can get us together. Here we go. So we had Aaron drop the link to Brave the Storm.
Yes.
So thank you for that beautiful practice, Kasey. And this is the tank. There are long sleeve, there are short sleeve, there are kids, there are adults. So we hope you will join us for Brave the Storm in 1 month to celebrate moving our bodies for mental health and getting active. So join us.
And this is also, too, Jen, a good practice for those individuals who maybe physically can't do the walking and can't do the physical act of it, but still want to be involved. You don't necessarily even have to do the sun salutations that we just did. You could sit and honor those that are doing the run and other, things like that, that this practice can also, it gives people action when they feel that they can't actually give and do the other things that other people can do,
Yep, it was great. And we appreciate you. And and then next week we're going to be back with another Tuesday.
Yes.
So if anyone has any ideas on the subject they want to focus on next week, let us know over social media, or we'll come up with something fun and we'll be back here again on Tuesday.
Yes. I can't wait. So yes, send out messages. Everybody go get their tank and honor other people that are suffering if we can today. There we go.
Yes. Kasey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great week.
All right. You too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.